President Trump arrives in less than 24 hours, and his rally will affect all of the campaigns here. I spoke to the candidates for governor to see what they had to say about it.
A visit by President Trump will almost certainly have a positive effect, I think.
Kris Kobach is not concerned with how Trump's remarks about the controversial Kavanaugh nomination might affect his campaign. Trump criticized Dr. Blasey Ford at a Mississippi rally.
Where is the place? I don't remember. How many years ago was it? I don't know.
I think it's great when the president goes off script and talks about current events.
Both Kobach and independent candidate Greg Orman have been campaigning in western Kansas, but with two very different ideas of how immigration will shape agriculture.
Especially in parts of the state west of Topeka, where they don't see statewide office holders as much. That does remind people that, hey, there's a big race going on, and this candidate thinks our town is important. So we're traveling around quite a bit, and especially in the last few weeks of the race, we'll be all over the state.
Orman says Kobach shares Trump's hardline stance on immigration. That's something he thinks may rub rural Kansans the wrong way. This will affect 47% of the state by driving workers out of rural Kansas, according to Orman.
2 out of 3 feed yards in Kansas will end up closing if we take the kind of positions that Secretary Kobach wants to take on immigration. And again, I just think it disqualifies him to be governor of our state.
Orman says he's met farmers and ranchers on the campaign trail that are having difficulty finding labor.
The other thing I hear consistently as I travel throughout the state is we can't find workers. And so if we go ahead and push out all those folks who are working hard for us throughout the state and then expect not to have an even more acute labor shortage that will affect every business, we're not being realistic.
Laura Kelly was not available for interview, and her campaign issued the following statement on Trump's visit, saying, "Kris Kobach can bring in whoever he'd like to try to convince Kansas we need to repeat Sam Brownback's failed experiment, but it's unlikely to work." In Topeka, Kelly Saberi, KSNT News.